Hello and welcome to Talking Music. My name's Paul and this is the channel where every song has a story. On this channel we like to get behind the music with facts, information, stories and secrets. Today we're looking at GLORIA GAYNOR and I Will Survive. Now this song was recorded in September 1978 and written by former Motown producers and writers Freddie Perrin and Dino Fekaris. And this song went on to become arguably the biggest ever disco hit in terms of record sales and a female anthem. The success of the song on the dance floor was driven by women who would rush to get dancing whenever it came on, though not essentially disco because the lyrics don't speak about the disco life. The song had a vibrant dance beat when it got going. I Will Survive was released in October 1978 in America as the B-side to a cover version of a Righteous Brothers song called Substitute. The song's lyrics, written by Dino Fekaris, were about moving on from a difficult situation. Dino had been fired from his job as a staff songwriter at Motown Records and was contemplating his future. He turned on the TV and a song he had written for a movie was playing there and then. And he took this as a kind of positive omen that things were going to work out for him. That's when he came up with the idea for I Will Survive. And he admitted when he started to write the song just a few days later that the words to a woman moving on from a broken relationship came more easily to him than one of a sacked songwriter moving on. But still, he was happy with the lyrics because of its theme of regeneration. Perrin and Fekaris had formed their own production company and had had almost immediate success with Peaches and Herb and Reunited. With I Will Survive on a back burner, it had been written in 1977, they had no one to sing it, and the pair agreed that the next diva who came their way was going to be offered it. That next diva happened to be GLORIA GAYNOR. Her record company had called Perrin and Fekaris for production work on her new song Substitute. They took the job on condition they got the B-side. Both songs were recorded on the same day, and Gloria was absolutely certain about which song she preferred.
I did think that it was a timeless lyric, and as a matter of fact, that's what I said. As I was reading the lyric, before I even recorded it, it was on the B-side.
Oh, wasn't it?
Oh, yeah, it was on the B-side. And they told me that they made a deal to record the song that the record company had asked me to record if they could write the B-side. I'm like, what are you, stupid? You're gonna put this on the B-side?
The lyrics had a personal meaning immediately for Gloria. She'd had a heavy fall on stage and was labouring in a back brace, and like so many others who, when they first heard the song, took the meaning as, I will survive from their own particular predicament, whatever that might be. Years later, Gloria wrote a book about the stories she'd been told by people around the world who'd been inspired by the song to get on with their life. Even though the words to the song were about a broken relationship, it was the song's title that lent itself to a much wider meaning and was probably a major reason why people could connect with it and why it was ultimately so successful. Perrin and Fekaris were perfectionists in the studio and knew how they wanted the song sung, and leant hard on Gloria to deliver up to their expectations. She said afterwards she was ready to strangle them, but she was delighted with the result. Her voice had been double-tracked to give it a bigger sound. Gloria took the two songs, Substitute and I Will Survive, back to the record company and said I Will Survive was the A-side. It's a better song, and that's the song the record label should get behind. But the record company wouldn't even listen to it. They'd already made their mind up about Substitute. But Gloria and Perrin and Fekaris had another option. As the song had a dance beat, it fitted loosely the disco genre, so they saw the dance floor as an avenue of opportunity.
I took it back to the record company and said, this is the song that you need to promote. This is the hit. And they wouldn't even listen to it. Whoa. They wouldn't. Because the other song was The President's Baby. Nobody wanted to buck the president. So they wouldn't listen to it. So we took it to Studio 54. and gave it to the DJ there, who was very, very popular. He played it, and the audience they immediately loved it, which a big sign to me, because New York audiences are so jaded, they don't immediately love anything. So we gave him a stack of them. He gave them to the DJs around New York. They began to play it. The people began to request it. And then the people began to call the radio stations asking for it, because now they want to hear it on the way to work. They want to hear it on the way home. And the record company was getting all these calls from the DJ saying, where is this record we keep getting requests for? The record company had to say with much chagrin, you have already got it. It's on the other side of that. And so they began to play it, and as we all know, the rest is history.
The video to the song was basic, little more than a promotional video that you might have seen some 10 years before. Much of the focus is on Gloria seen singing the song, and it was filmed in Studio 54, New York, although much of the backdrop is black. Inexplicably, there's a female roller skater interspersed throughout the video, possibly to provide some movement, as Gloria herself couldn't. I Will Survive's accolades include winning a Grammy for Best Disco Recording, beating Don't Stop Till You Get Enough, Bad Girls, Do You Think I'm Sexy, and Boogie Wonderland. It was the only year, 1979, the Grammys staged this particular category. VH1 named it number 1 on its list of greatest dance songs. Rolling Stone placed it at number 2 on the best disco songs of all time, behind Staying Alive, and they also placed it at number 492 in the top 500 of all time. And the French national football team used it as their walk-on song in the 1998 World Cup. It worked pretty well for them because they went on to win the trophy. In the charts, it was a transatlantic number 1. Number 1 in the US on the 10th of March 1979. It stayed there for 2 weeks at the top. Then the Bee Gees' tragedy took over, and then Gloria got her own back. She went back to the top for another week. The song went platinum that year in 1979, 2 million record sales, and it ended up being the 6th bestseller in the US for 1979. Bestseller of the year in the States that year was The Knack and My Sharona. In the UK, again, it topped the charts, this time for the first week, 17th of March 1979, stayed there for 4 weeks on top. It sold 1 million in the UK and went on to, again, coincidentally, be the 6th bestseller in the UK this year, 1979. The bestseller was Bright Eyes from Art Garfunkel, but a few million sellers from 1979. It was a big year in the UK for selling singles. And I Will Survive as a song worldwide has sold an estimated 14 million records, putting it in the top 20 of all time. The song became a female anthem for women who could put their troubles aside for another day. But even bigger than that, I Will Survive progressed to become the universal anthem for all those who were struggling to overcome challenges. The song taps into the inherent survival instinct and tenacity of the human spirit. In the history of music, there can't be any other song, surely, that was recorded by a singer wearing a tight back brace after an accident which left her temporarily paralysed. No wonder she was able to attack the song the way she did. It was perfect for her. I Will Survive by Gloria Gaynor. And that's it for another Talking Music, where every song has a story. Do subscribe to the channel. We have lots more songs where we explore behind the music with facts, information, stories and secrets. Just click on the subscribe button to find out more. And on the screen now, there's another video with another well-known song which I'm sure you'll enjoy. So I'll see you in the next video. Till then, bye-bye.